Have you ever noticed how drained you feel after someone vents to you about their problems? I mean, when someone vents to you, it feels good to be there raw. You listen, you care, you comfort them through their struggles. But here's what's crazy. Your brain doesn't actually know the difference between their problems and your own once it all exchanges and gets mixed in. The truth is, being there for others can actually drain you if you don't know how to protect yourself. Your brain is doing some wild things when you show empathy. First, there's this thing called emotional contagion. That's where you literally start feeling what they're feeling. Then your mind tries to put itself in their shoes through perspective taking, all while your brain is lighting up in the exact same regions as if you were experiencing their struggle yourself. That's why, after a heavy conversation, you might feel just as exhausted as the person who was venting. Scientists have even found that healthcare workers and therapists often experience compassion fatigue, basically, empathy burnout. It's like your emotional batteries run dry after absorbing too much of someone else's pain. But here's what's fascinating: we're still drawn to empathy like moths to a flame. Why do we keep coming back for more of something that can leave us drained? Because empathy scratches our deepest human itch: genuine connection. It helps us build relationships that actually matter, and it makes us feel like we belong in a world that can sometimes feel incredibly lonely. The irony is that this cornerstone of healthy relationships can actually damage your own well being. While empathy helps us create stronger communities and more understanding societies, we rarely talk about its weight. The emotional toll adds up when you're constantly absorbing other people's pain without any boundaries. Research shows that people with high empathy are more vulnerable to anxiety and depression if they don't have proper self care practices. Your nervous system can't tell the difference between stress you experience directly and stress you absorb from others. So, next time someone needs your ear, remember, you can hold their cup without drinking what's inside. Remember, empathy is a gift, but it's not weightless. Being a good listener doesn't mean being made of stone. In fact, the more open hearted we are, the more susceptible we become to some emotional residue. We don't just hear the pain, we actually feel it. That's the part of the power of true connection. And it's okay to let them spill, just don't soak it all in. Your role isn't to fix or to rescue or to carry. It's simply to witness with love. Try this shift in mindset. I'm here to hold space, but not hold on. It helps to visualize your support like an umbrella in the rain. You're standing beside them in the storm, shielding them for the moment, but the storm is still theirs to weather. When the conversation ends, you need to close your umbrella. Create for yourself a post-conversational ritual. One of the best ways to maintain your own emotional clarity is to have what I call a reset ritual. This doesn't need to be elaborate. It just needs to be intentional and focused. Move your body, shake off the energy, stretch, go for a quick walk, or even dance to a favorite song. That helps part of the reset. Also, use your self-talk. Speak to yourself. Maybe something like, I showed up with love. Now it's time to love myself too. Jot a few thoughts down. Maybe a quick journal entry helps you acknowledge your feelings without holding on to them. Ask yourself, what did I feel? What can I let go of? These simple actions cue your brain and body that are shifting your gears. Recharge and refuel your own light. After giving emotional energy, it's important to pour back into yourself. Recharging doesn't have to be huge. It just needs to be real. Watch a lighthearted show or a wholesome, clean comedy routine. Step into the sun or go for a nature walk. Make a cup of your own favorite beverage, maybe tea or coffee, and just sit in the silence and recharge. These aren't distractions. They're not lazy. You're recharging. They're healing tools. Think of it as a spirit rinse. Just as we wash our hands after helping with a mess, we cleanse our energy with simple joy and care on the inside when we help handle their mess. Lastly, come back to the beauty of what you offered. You were a safe place. And I always say, try to be a safe landing space. You lent a gentle ear, you are a presence of peace, and all of that matters. But it also matters that you feel safe, seen, and steady. And you have to love yourself in that too. So often the most compassionate people forget to extend the same compassion inward. Again, you can't pour from an empty cup, and you shouldn't have to. You deserve peace too. So the next time someone brings their storm to your doorstep, listen with love, then take the time to return to your own sunshine. You lifted them, now you should rise too. This is Mike Sansone with Reaching Hearts, and I'm on a mission to inspire a world where love isn't just a feeling, it's a daily practice. Thank you for subscribing and clicking on the like button. And if you want to explore more topics like this, be sure to check out other videos on my channel. Let's strengthen our love and let's keep building. We'll see you in the next video.